Hello, my dear friends. Today we're going to talk about working in your zone. There's still so much confusion, and I'm surprised because I always think everybody's got it, but then I forget there are a bunch of new people out there, and then some people who never quite got it, and they just sort of are stumbling along. So let's get very, very clear on what it means to work in your zone. Each home has 5 zones. Zone 1 is your entryway. That's any entrance or exit of your home, including the surrounding areas, the porch, the patio, the deck, the foyer, the hall closet, the stairwell that feeds down into the foyer. That is your entryway. So there's one in the garage, and there's one in the back, and there's one in the front, or you might just live in an apartment and have one, and there's not even a foyer, it's just a door. It doesn't matter. I live in an RV. It's a little set of stairs and a door. I consider the cockpit part of the entryway, and outside on the stairs and the surrounding area where we have our campsite, the entryway. That's what I consider the entryway. For you, you name what it is that is your entryway, but that's your entryway. The entryway always starts on the first day of the month if it falls on a Monday through Friday, the first day of the month. The second zone is zone 2, and that is your kitchen. The third zone is zone 3, and that is the hall bathroom, or what you call the main bathroom, the children's bathroom, the one in the hall. That is the main bathroom and one other room. A lot of questions on this. Do I have to work 2 zones, the zone and the bathroom? Well, no. You have to start with the bathroom. If the bathroom is totally decluttered, then you can go to another room. However, because you're only visiting the bathroom for this thing once a month, and people are bathing in that bathroom if they are, then that tub or shower needs to be deep cleaned once a month for 15 minutes. So if there's no clutter in there, we're going to deep clean the shower. The rest of the bathroom is getting cleaned in the weekly home blessing hour if you're doing it. You're mopping the floor, and on the daily swish and swipe, the toilet and the sink are being cleaned. So it's going to be clean enough if you clean the tub until you can get the whole house, all the other rooms in the zone 3 decluttered, and then we can start deep cleaning in these areas. So it's be that one thing in the bathroom, unless the bathroom requires more, and it might require all 4 of the 15-minute units. And if not, just clean the bathtub or the shower. And then go to an other room. An other room is a child's room, a guest room, a sewing room, a craft room, an office, a sunroom, a laundry room, a garage. It can be anything that's not listed in the other zones. It could be a formal living room, could be another room. A formal dining room could be another room, or you could put the dining room with the entryway, or you could put the dining room with the living room if your living room is your family room. I know it can be confusing, but you have to pick. You have to use your brain and figure out what works best for you in general to fit within this realm. It won't be wrong. No matter what you pick, it won't be wrong. Okay, then we're going to go to zone 4. Zone 4 is your master bedroom, your master closet, and if you have a master ensuite bath, that would be in the zone 4 as well. So the question there is, well, do I have to work in all 3 of those areas? No. If the bathroom requires all your time, then give it to the bathroom. If the bathroom's fairly comfortable and you've got it pretty much decluttered, then work in your closet. If that's all done, then work in your bedroom. It just doesn't matter as long as you're working to get all 3 of those areas decluttered. If you only have 2, you don't have a master bath, yay, less things to do, right? Okay. Once you get it all decluttered, at some point you're going to be able to start deep cleaning, which will make a huge difference. But in the meantime, we are doing a weekly home blessing hour where you're vacuuming in there every week. You're dusting in there every week. You're wiping the spots off your mirrors every week. You're emptying the garbage can in there every week. So it's going to be in fairly good shape. All right, and then the last is zone 5. Zone 5 is the living area, or the main family room, the place where everyone hangs out. So if it's a family room with an eat-in portion that we call the dining room, then you could put that together. If it is a family room and you've got a formal dining room and a formal living room, I would consider those other rooms. Or you can put one of those rooms with the front if they're close to the front, to the entryway. All right, it's like other rooms are rooms that aren't used too much except for the kids' rooms, okay? Those are also other rooms in that hall bathroom. So back to 5, so we're going to work in the living room. Now, the living room might not be a whole 4 units. because here's what we do. If you are a at-home homemaker, and like this month, I'll show you. In the month of September, already written all over all this, but I'll show you anyway. In the month of September, I don't know if this is going to be too confusing for you. Let me find one that's got less marks on it. We'll use this one. Okay, so in the month of September, this is my month of September for the family, you will see that the 30th of September is right there, okay? And then the 1st will be right here, which is on a Friday. So it's Monday through Friday, so that's zone 1, and these 4 days can be zone 5. However, an at-home homemaker will only work in her home in the zone for 4 days. So Monday, Tuesday take a free day, Wednesday and Thursday, so 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, you can work in your living room. When the 1st comes around, you're going to work in the entryway. The next month, October, you're going to say, well, how's that going to work? Well, here's how it's going to work. I've written all over these. I'll just tell you. So the next week will be October 4th. That's going to be zone 2, because we already did zone 1 for 1 day. So zone 2 will be the 4th through the 8th. Zone 3 will be the 11th through the 15th. Zone 4 will be the 18th through the 22nd. And zone 5 will be the 25th through the 29th. If you're a payroll homemaker, you're going to look and see what the at-home homemakers did during the week, and you're going to do that on Saturday. So your zone on the first week of October is going to have 3 15-minute units in the living room and 1 15-minute in the unit 15-minute unit in the zone 1, the entryway. The next week you're going to do 4 15-minute units in zone 2, the kitchen. The next week you're going to do 4 15-minute units in zone 3, the hall bathroom and 1 other room. Zone 4 will be the next Saturday, which is the master bedroom, master bathroom, and master closet. And the Friday the 30th, you're going to do zone 5, 4 units of zone 5. So zone 1 is going to fall at all different places. So you're going to have to look at your calendar to figure that out. Or you can listen to me, because I will tell you, and if I don't tell you, ask me on the live. But I usually say what's happening, okay? All right. So that's where they are. Now, what do we do in that unit? We work for 15 minutes. So you can't say, oh, I'm going to work in my bedroom for 2 hours this Saturday. If you're a payroll homemaker, you can't. It's 4 15-minute units. That's 1 hour. And I know you're going, what do you mean? It'll never be clean. I'll never get it done. This is too hard. It's going to take me forever. Here's the truth. You have to remember the story of the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise is slow and steady, plodding along, getting it done. The hare is all over the place, laughing, singing, thinking he's way above, so he can do a bunch of stuff, and then he can just rest and wait. Before you know it, the turtle passes him by, and he loses first place, and the turtle wins. So that's what happens when you do a lot. You're like that rabbit. You're so giddy and happy, and you think you're doing all this stuff, and then you think, ooh, I'm tired. I did all that work. I'm not going to do any work the rest of the week or the next 2 weeks, or I'm not going to work in my bedroom when the next month comes around, because I worked 2 months worth. And eventually it won't get done, and you'll be right back where you were, and that's not where I want you to be. I want you to learn these good habits of the dripping of water that wears away stone. That's what I want it to be for you. So it's 15-minute units 4 times a week. If you're a payroll homemaker, you can do it all Saturday morning. If you're an at-home homemaker, you can do it Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you're a part-time payroll homemaker, you can do it during the week as well. Like if you're working 6 hours or less, you've got 2 extra hours on your friends that work 8 hours, you can do the 15 minutes a day, 4 days a week in your home. You might not want to save the basic weekly plan for the to do the basic weekly plan during the week. You might want to decide to do that, kind of do it like a traditional payroll homemaker, or you might want to also split it out during the week. It's up to you. You have to figure out. If you're being mentored by me, I will help you figure that out. But when you're by yourself, you have to figure it out for yourself. You can do it. I know you can. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is why we only work for 15 minutes. Because other than, being in a hurry and getting washed out, well, there's going to be a lot of after work. So when you've worked for 15 minutes to clear something, you've got some throwaway, some put away, and some giveaway. At the end of that 15-minute segment, or if you're an at-home homemaker, a payroll homemaker who's doing an hour on Saturday morning, 4 units on Saturday morning, then you're going to have an hour's worth of work. And when you're done, you've got 4 times the giveaway, put away, and throw away than you have if you work 15 minutes. But either way, you've got to complete the process. You've got to take the garbage in a garbage bag to the garbage can, tied up and shoved in there so that no one, including you, sees it and says, maybe I should keep this. Or that you put things in the trunk of the car, you've got to put a lid on it or a cover over it or something so that no one says, Mom, you're giving this away? Cover it up. And then you've got to put away what's not in the right place. When you were cleaning your closet and you found things that belonged in your son's closet or in the living room, or it belonged in the game closet or whatever you have, then you're going to have to say, I've got to put these things away. This goes in the game closet, and this goes in the living room, and this goes in my son's room, and you have to complete the process. Or maybe you have some things that belong in that closet that just won't fit because they're going to go on the top shelf and you haven't cleaned that top shelf yet. Then those go in a corner of your room. No, it's not going to be beautiful. No, the process isn't pretty, but this zone, wherever it is going to come around every month. You're going to be shocked at how fast it comes around. And the next thing you know, your room is going to be thoroughly decluttered, and now you can get into deep cleaning. Again, 15 minutes or less, one thing. So if you do have no clutter in a space, like your kitchen or your master bath, or your main bath, or your living room, or whatever it is, you can begin the process of deep cleaning. If you have Kimmy's planner, she has some suggested items for you in the very front of the book of what you can do. It's like page 3. What you can do in the zones. And most of them are about the same things. It's like, here's one for the entranceway. You can dust, you can wipe the baseboards, you can do the windows, you can beat the mat, you can vacuum, you can mop, you can wipe the walls, you can wipe the switches, you can straighten your coat closet. Okay, so those are some examples. On the porch, you could sweep off the porch, work on the cobwebs, clean the furniture, clean the door and the knobs, beat the mats, clean the windows. In the pantry, you could work on your utensils and cutlery and dishes and glasses and mugs and pot. These are pantry or cupboards. Pots, pans, Tupperware, baking dishes, food expirations, wipe down the shelves, go through the bins. Just things to maintain and keep things clean. In the family room, baseboards, windows, blinds, curtains, wipe walls, lights, fan, clean furniture, tidy drawers, dust, vacuum, walls, stairs. This is the page I'm talking about. That's the page. Page 3 and 4 of the planner. If not, if you don't have that planner, then write down everything you could possibly do in a room. If you were paying someone, money was no object, and you wanted them to clean from the ceiling to the floor. I include cleaning the carpet, steaming the floors, if you have hard floors, painting the walls, and then putting a time after that. How often do you want to do that? I want to clean the carpets once a year. I want to paint the walls every 6 years. It's all on there, so you can say, okay, it's getting pretty close, or it's been 6 years since I did this because I wrote down the time I last painted it, and I'm going to think it's going to go another 4 years, so you extend it. It's okay. You're in control. This is like a control journal in your head or in your book, in your planner. All right? So that's how you work your zones. That's how you really do it. Don't come to me and tell me, oh, Kat, I'm working 3 hours in my zone today. I will say, no, you're not. You're not doing the FlyLady system. You were doing some other system. You're probably doing the system that let you down in the past, and I want you to do the FlyLady system. It's going to serve you well. You're going to end up with a clean and tidy home. You're going to end up with a streamlined space. You're going to know where things belong. You're going to have more time for your family and more fun as a human being. Okay, you're going to have, this is the other thing, you're going to have peace in your life, control in your home, and finally learn how to love yourself. That's what you're going to do. All right, that's it for today. Have a wonderful day. And always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful.